Oh, hello. Hello. How you doing? I'm back. I'm in my bedroom this week. Don't ask me why. I just am. I was hoping it might be cooler than the living room, but I don't think it'd make much difference at this point. I have a fan going on here, another one here, and I have one here which works part time, but not all the time. It's gonna have to go back because it's not working right. So I will wither in the heat. I keep hoping for a cool spot. They were telling us it would get a little bit cooler. Hopefully, we can make it till it does. In the meantime, this is My Life as I See It, and I'm Ellen Farnes. And welcome to episode number 14. Hopefully, you all are doing better than I am because my air conditioning died after about a few days ago. Wonderful. Not helping the situation here any at all. Yes, I do talk about other things besides the weather, but right now it's the main thing on my mind because I'm dying in here. Okay, well, on to other things. As you guys know by now, I have a son. His name is Robert Furness. He has his own show that he does called Furness TV, and we have one that we do together called Game Night on Furness TV, which I've been enjoying a lot. But this is not how my life was supposed to be. He's 26, almost 27. He should be out and about on his own, you know, hopefully with a relationship and married and whatever, and having grandkids sometime in the near future. At 27, 26, you kind of expect that to be sort of happening in the near future. Unfortunately, that's not the case for me. And it's not his fault. It's just the way things happen. And maybe it was God's way. You know, I didn't have to be on my own. He didn't have to be on his own. Financially, we can live together a lot better than individually. So maybe it is God's sense. But in the meantime, I when I had him, his father and I were going, "Oh, we're going to have grandkids someday. Yes, so wonderful. I can't wait." He's not even born yet. I mean, we're insane, okay? But I guess that can happen. He has Asperger's. He's got a hearing impairment. Um, he because of his Asperger's, you don't notice it so much when he's by himself, or but when he's with his peers, that's when you notice it more. His age-wise, maturity-wise, is two different things. Age, his body, his son says he's 26. Maturity-wise and age-wise, he's probably age around 14, between 10 and 14, depending. And I don't have a problem with that. That's just the way he is, and I adore him for that. But that's just the way it is because of his Asperger's. Now, as he gets older, he will age accordingly. I mean, let's face it, I'm 58, and while I look 58, I'm older, and maturity wise, you could say that I'm 58. But there's still a part of me, because my Asperger's and because of who I am, that I'm still a kid at heart. I still do the things I did as I was a kid. There's a part of me that never ever really fully grew up. And he's the same way, I suspect. So he will age, he will mature, and he will have a great life. But for now, as Donald Trump would say, it is as it is. But he's smart. He knows that he can't handle having kids. Um, he just can't handle it. He doesn't know how to react with them. He doesn't know how to act with them most of the time. And he has no problem with them, but he just, he can't fully understand them because he never was that age, I swear. He always seemed older. There goes this. Then then he appeared. He's got in some respects got an old soul. So uh, we're not gonna have any grandkids, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I really am, because I'd rather have him say that he can't handle it than have kids and then have a problem afterwards, because it's not pretty when you have a problem, and it's not good. His father, bless his soul, his mother used to say all the time that Victor never should have had kids, and that used to annoy me. But there's a part of me that says, yeah, maybe. He had a hard time dealing with Robert as a child. He had a hard time dealing with a lot of things, and he had a lot of and that. But I would never have said, I would never ever. I do not regret him ever becoming a father, because while he may have had a hard time in the early ages, he's fine now. In fact, he's a good father now. He's a really good father now. He's very supportive. He's has a lot of fun with his son. They enjoy each other. I knew this day would come eventually, but it would take some time. And I am so grateful for that. Because as growing up, it really was hard sometimes, for them. But now it's good. And like I say, I'm happy for that. And my son and me, we've never been closer. We've always been somewhat close. I mean, we share a lot of similarities and a lot of hobbies. We both enjoy country music. We both enjoy wrestling. Me now, fortunately, too. But we do, and we have a lot in common. And we enjoy each other's company most of the time. Like I say, we have our game night now that are having a lot of fun with. We went on a couple of trips that we had a lot of fun with. And we have really good conversations at home in nice times. Yes, he does drive me crazy. I mean, every mother can turn around and say that. When he was a baby, and we lived in the apartment building on Montgomery Street, he was not a good child for me. He was not easy to handle. Cried a lot. He would not go to bed for me. Would not stay in his bed for me. I don't know how many times I had to call my neighbor to come downstairs and get him into bed. I sit in the hallway guarding his door, making sure went to bed. I mean, it was insane. I hated it. And I don't know. I think part of it, unfortunately, is that our apartment building, whether you like believe it or not, was haunted. And I do believe this because strange things would happen in that place. And I could always tell when the ghost was in my son's room in the one corner, because that's when Robert would have the hardest time. And I'd go in there and I'd yell at the ghost, "Get out of here! Bug me if you wanted to, but leave my son alone." And as soon as we moved out of the apartment building and we moved into the townhouse and there was no more ghosts, suddenly he went to bed. He had no problems. It was a lot different. So you tell me if it wasn't haunted a bit. and that. The other thing he did as a child was I used to watch Weather Network every now and then. Catch the weather and the forecast and that sort of thing. Back then, I was terrified of thunderstorms and had to keep up to date with all that stuff. Well, when they were showing the local forecast, the temperatures and all that, they always played the simple little tune. Robert always somehow danced to this tune. If he was standing up and he was hanging on to something, he'd be bouncing around, dancing. He wouldn't do it with any other song. That's the weird part. You could turn on any other station, have any kind of music on. Nope, wouldn't do it. But that music from the Weather Channel, and he'd be up and bouncing away. It was hilarious. Also, when he was learning how to crawl, most people learn how to crawl forward. Not my son. He was either backward or he rolled. I figured he's gonna roll everywhere. A friend of my family, she she thought this was terrible. He should know how to crawl. He did backward. What's the difference? He's always was a backward child, so why should that be any different? And when he started to walk, that's when it really got to be fun. Now, keep in mind, at this point, while other kids were starting to learn how to talk, he really wasn't. And we didn't really, I was a slow talker, so I never really thought anything of it. Um, but at one, he started getting a lot of ear infections, and that made it difficult to tell whether it was a hearing impairment or an ear infection. When we finally found out that he did, in fact, have a hearing impairment, we suddenly had to teach him how to talk all over again because he wasn't hearing anything the way we should be hearing it. So he, like I said, that's why he went. One of the things he had to do when he was at Bridge Street, or not, Bridge Street School, or no, Lauren Ave. Pardon me, Lauren Ave School, was for the hearing impairment program, but also for the speech part of it too. And he's made up for it. I used to say when he finally started talking that I would never ever tell this kid to stop talking because I was so grateful for him talking. I have learned over the years, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes he doesn't stop talking. It's insane. I get into a topic and he goes on and on and on and on and on and on before, he'll finally stop. We used to do this thing where we'd be out and he'd say to me, "Hi, Mom." "Who? Who are you?" And we pretend we didn't know Robert. He was around with us, thought we were horrible parents, okay? "Who are you?" "Well, no, we don't know you. Go away." Or I'd be in the mall, in the grocery store, and I'd be in say, Walmart or something. And he'd be following me around in his cart, and I'd be going around. And I look back and I say, "Who are you? Quit following me." Again, we get strange looks from people. Nobody ever really figured out that we were, in fact, actually just having a lot of fun and joking. We always had that fun and that joking. I think sometimes it got a little carried away because every now and then he'll say something or do something that irritates me, and he'll go a little too far and he won't know where to stop. That's partly my fault because of that. But, you know, on the whole, couldn't complain about a better son. He's very loving, very supportive. I mean, when I'm out and about and someone gives me a hard time with my scooter, if he's with me, oh my god, I gotta contain him. It's like a mad dog, But he's very because of that, and it's nice to have. Please, okay, we're connected again. That's good. My internet's in this room. I shouldn't be having this kind of problem with it, but we are, and I'm gonna have to have that look into because I don't like this. 1 second, because I am thirsty. So, on to other things. My son's been volunteering at the church on Sunday mornings with the live streaming. He seems to be on the switcher one of things now, which is good. Which is really good up his alley sort of thing, which is great. And he's enjoying that. And it's kind of neat. But he's also enjoying the fact that because of that, he gets to go to church every week, and he gets to see Reverend Ed every week, and he's telling me how he gets to see Reverend Ed every week. I'm jealous. I want to see Reverend Ed too. And this week they started up um, with some extra people in there with them. They're testing it. So hopefully, in a few weeks down the road, we'll be able to go back into the church. And at first, I was reluctant to do it. Then I thought I would do it. Then I went back to being reluctant again. But I think I'm going to do it because I I trust they know what they're doing. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I have my scooter, so I'm not sitting with anybody per se. So that'll help. So hopefully that'll be happening soon. On to another topic here. I have been working on again on my plus stuff I have, and I really enjoy working with it. It's quite unique. Hold on, I'll get it so I can show you it. It's just over here. Stand in the way. Useless fan. Okay, here we go. Into the van. Now, this is what we would call plus plus. Use container here. Now, I have other stuff, obviously. This is just get one container out. And you can get these little base plates like this, which are great to work with. I have several. But the basic piece looks like this. That's it. That's the only kind of piece you have. You have it in very different colors, but that's what it is. And it's unique to work with because you can put pieces in like this for an effect. You can put them in like this for another effect. You can put them here. And you can even do this. Okay? That's how you work with it. And it's a lot of fun. It's amazing what you can do with it. You wouldn't think you could, but actually you can. It doesn't always make vehicles because there's no wheels, unfortunately. Wish there was, but there isn't. However, you can do buildings. You can do, as my ex-husband does all the time. You can do spaceships and that sort of thing. I like doing pictures, mosaics, and the other day I was doing this, and here's my other phone here. There it is. It's on this phone. And when I was doing it, I would try to take pictures of my pictures, so that I can show them off. I'm not sure how this is going to work. We're going to try this. I did this one I did recently as my ISO cross. See how it works? It's really cool. But I also did. Where is it now? Right here. There it is. I also did this, where I built 4 whole squares and hooked them all together with some glue on them, creating this mosaic. And here's another one I've done. See, they're quite colorful. They're a lot of fun to work with. This one I went crazy with. um, oh wow! As I'm going through here, I found some old pictures of mine. When I graduated from grade 12, this was my graduation photo. I like that picture. It's one of my better pictures of me. And here's Robert and me playing on game night. I think I took that on my TV actually, believe it or not. So that's some of the things I can do with this, and I take pictures, a lot of pictures of myself, of things that are going on. Here I'm having some fun on my camera. You know what you can do on the camera anymore. And oh yeah, here's one that I thought was quite cute with plus plus. Hello there. So now plus plus is not easy to find. It's only in maybe 1 or 2 stores anymore, which is unfortunate. And it's from the States. So and I need to get some more colors because if I had more colors, I could do more adventurous things with it, and hopefully more prettier things, sort of thing. but that sort of thing. But that's how I keep busy. That between that and uh, my new point, floor plans that I do. Now, I don't have any that I've done up recently that I can show you. I am working on a few ideas right now, and if I get them dark enough, I can hopefully show you what they look like. 'Cause, I'm quite proud of them. I am taking a course at through the Stratford Career Institute. I took another one last couple years ago, and it was on creative writing, and it was really good. It took me a long time to do it because I do it on my own at my own pace. But I got a really good mark on it, and I'm very proud of it, and I learned a lot. So a few months ago, I decided to try it again with another course. This time, it's writing for children. So that's sort of the area I want to get into more. And this is one of the books that I was given to read. They're really good. They have all kinds of wonderful information in here, for the thing, and that. But this time, usually it was you read half the book, do an exam, read the other half of the book, and then do a written exam. This time it seems to be more than that. You read half the book, do one exam, do the other half, do another exam, and then do your written exam. So there's more exams this time, and not necessarily good or bad, but probably good. But that's also what I'm working on. And hopefully someday I actually might get it completed. However, that's it for my show today. It's a bit of a hodgepodge this time. I'm sorry about that, but I thought I would show you some of the things that I do to keep me busy when I'm not bugging my son or have my son bug me. And that, so I'm hoping that you enjoy the show. The other thing is when he's not around, how I call him the math square. When he's not around and I get hot, this is what I do. I take the water bottle and I spray myself. Keep me cool. He says, you should try that if you get really hot. If you do that, it cools you down. So, anyway, if you like my show this week, please like it. Um, subscribe. Please subscribe if you want. Don't forget to share or make comments. I would love to hear from people. And that. And have a good and safe week. This last bit of August. Can you believe it? It's almost September. Where has the summer gone? Where has this year gone? So, with that wonderful talk, I say good afternoon, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.